I don't know, keeping you. Uh, what's that movie that drive me crazy? The one where anyway, where in the sunken place. You remember that movie?
Yes.
Yeah, what was the
Mm-hmm.
name of that
Get
movie?
out.
Get out.
Get
Yeah.
Out. That movie drive me crazy, and I'm crazy enough to watch it all the time. I say, "Don't get there."
Oh, get
So
out.
in the sunken place. He was in the sunken place. That boy kept going that damn spoon, and he would go down. I didn't mean to cuss on him. Anyway,
I was in many sunken places.
that's what I'm saying. And for you to come out the other side, it shows that it happened. It can happen,
It
right?
can
And
happen.
sometimes the thing that puts you back as you coming out comes from an unexpected place.
I agree.
And that's why when I heard that reference to
Mm-hmm.
the
Yes.
church, I was like,
Yes.
I don't think you expected that.
Yeah, no, I didn't. And Dr. Marshall, I mean, to be honest, you know, like I said, I had a mom and a dad, and they took good care of me, and they just forgot to add a few things like people lie. My daddy was very popular, and all the kids and the young men would always come over to my house, and so some of the abuse happened right under their noses, and because I wasn't taught to tell. And now my lash want to come loose. Really, really, right now. And so because I wasn't taught to tell, thank you, baby. I'll pull them off. It's nothing. And and because I wasn't taught to tell, I just suffered a lot. And when I got on drugs, I was very surprised that a lot of my dad's friends, were on my bumpers, and it was just crazy. So when I got into church, I thought I was supposed to see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Right.
But what I didn't know was I was supposed to bring that same worldly knowledge into that next journey of my life.
Yes.
And so I met a lot of devils, and because of the sexual abuse, I started to attract people that liked that sort of thing. So it was just on and on and on. But to make a long story short, I got tired. I didn't realize that my self-esteem was basically non-existent because of being touched, such an early age. At 5 is when it started for me. And so I started to do, work on myself. But I had to come to grips that what happened to me was not my fault. I was a child. I didn't have, I wasn't able to make decisions like that for myself. And so when I got off of drugs, I started to go to therapy and seek God for myself, not the God that had been passed on from generation to generation, because that version wasn't working for me at all. So I started to.
In fact, it did more harm.
It really.
Let's just be real about it.
It really.
It did more harm.
Did. I mean, I was scared to death of just blowing up on sight. You know what I'm saying? Spontaneous combustion. I mean, I just thought, as a matter of fact, one time I had a little company, and and I was trying to be safe or whatever. And there was a big 18-wheeler outside, Dr. Marshall, and the horn had got stuck or something right in front of my house. So the lights came on through my front window and the horn was going. And I thought that was Gabriel from the Bible coming to get me. You understand?
Yes.
Scared to death. He on his way. So so I just had to work and swim through the bush and find God for myself. And when I did, not the God that who didn't like me and didn't like nothing and didn't, not that God, the other God that said, I created you. I knew you before you were in your mom's womb. You're my baby, Once I got tapped into that, and I went to God for a self-esteem. You can also pray and ask God for the things that you don't have. And I went to my Father for that, and he gave it to me. It wasn't as polished as it is now, but he did give it to me at 33, and I'm 60 now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. No, seriously, congratulations. None of that should have happened to you. And it's it's funny when you're talking about, there's a whole mindset when it comes to violent behavior, things going to other people. And one of the, whether it be a street commandment or whether it be, is thou shalt not snitch, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
And I always break this down for people. That's just not on the block. That's like, what goes on in the home stays in the home. Don't put your family business out in the street. You know, what goes on in the church stays in the church.
Absolutely.
And you have to take all these variations for people because it's the same commandment.
Yeah.
You know, and it's funny. I put, but it's, and people, you know, they use that commandment to let things continue to occur.
I agree.
Right. And it's the people that's supposed to love you and trust you,
and guide you,
and guide you, and that's devastating. That's devastating. And you know, we work with young people. We see it all the time, right? We see these young people that, and we have to. Whew, man, those are some of the most wounded young folks we got.
Yes,
right? And they don't trust nobody.
No,
and they definitely don't trust a stranger. Like, you know, who are you? What would the young lady that I don't want to say her name, but young lady that I'll just say her name. And we were someplace and we were having a conversation and she told this group of because of what she had been to, and it surprised me. She said, I just want to tell you, Dr. Marshall's the first man I've ever trusted in my life.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
And she's 22 years old.
It'd be like that.
And I was like, whoa, I'm just being what I think a regular man should be, right? Yeah. And just bless you.
Thank
Serious
you.
Bless you. I need ladies. So I need her. I don't know where
she was on, but I was trying to get her to come on.
Okay. Because she and the other reason, we're not just doing this to be sensational, folks. We want you to understand and get the woman who was putting this whole thing on. And, you know, and the hills and valleys that she's been through. And what they say, bent but not broken.
Ooh, wow.
Can I throw that? I don't know where that came from.
Please say that.
You know, I'm the teacher. I ain't the preacher, but bent but not broken, right?
Yes, sir.
And we show the kids Antoine Fisher all the time, right? I've never seen Antoine Fisher. It's a wonderful movie. And when he raising a group of, and he goes back to the people that just abuse the hell out of him. I mean, just some of these foster homes are a mess. And he finally confronts her, not in a way, and he just says, you know, you couldn't destroy me. You know, I'm still standing. You know, and I'm back there crying, watching the movie. The kids are, why are you crying? Oh my God.
Yeah, I had to do the same thing.
You could not destroy me. I'm still standing. And I will say that for you.
I had to do the same thing.
You still standing.
I am. And I had to confront some of the guys, and you know, I just had to tell them to take my energy back, take my power back.
Yeah.
One of them thought I was gonna hit him in the head with a 40 ounce. I saw him in the store. But I just wanted to let him know that what you did to me, you know, it didn't break me, and I just needed my power back. If I could have just snatched it, give it back, give it back. You can no longer have that.
That's
so
right.
I did that to a couple of people, and I felt good, and I was able to forgive, not forget, and you're definitely not coming over for no potato salad, but I'm just gonna take my power back.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
You are not coming to Thanksgiving dinner.
Don't say hi. Don't wave. Don't wave.
Don't do nothing. You know, no. Bless you. Boy, you got something in you. Ooh, we need to bottle her and sell her.
Don't start nothing.
Put her out there and all that. We gotta let
Look,
you know.
I already took the lashes off. It's about to go
answers.
down.
People need answers. They need examples. People despair. People commit suicide.
Come on.
You know that. They do, right?
Come on.
Because they figure nobody cares about me, you know, and the power that's within them is what you end up tapping into.
That's right.
Right? Even if you don't know it.
That's right.
So when they hear somebody like you tell it, they be like, ooh.
Yeah, like 8 out of 10 women that I know personally have been sexually abused. Yeah. That's a high number. 8 out of 10.
Is that a national statistic, or is that just within your community?
Definitely in my community and the people network that I know.
So 8 out of every 10 women that you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's 8 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying nothing, but we got another survivor in here right now. I ain't gonna put her on blast.
And this is just me. And people know me. I don't like nobody messing with my sister. I don't like that. Now I done gotten into a whole bunch of altercations, mostly verbal, but I have separate. Now don't mess with. Look, there's a reason we call sister.
Yeah,
I'm a brother. Right. That's family.
Right.
I ain't gotta know you You understand? To be family, right? You my sister. I don't let my sisters. Like who you think you are, man? No, man. Look, you don't know, and I have put myself, but I don't consider putting myself in harm's way, you know. And by the way, just so y'all know, I don't believe in thou shalt not snitch. I tell on
Me too.
everybody.
Me too. I'll write a
I
song.
tell everybody.
I'll write a song.
Doc,
Please.
Give me your address and how tall you are,
that's
your
right.
shoes. Yep.
That's right.
Mhm. Right there. There you go. Right there.
All right, so jump in. This has been wonderful. Go
hey,
ahead.
Doc. Hey, Miss Bowles, nice to see you.
Nice
Pleasure.
to see
So
you.
glad you're in the studio. Doc, I was just gonna comment. I always hate that rule about snitching, partly because in reality, people snitch all the time.
They do.
And I'm talking about snitch, the true definition of snitching. When you're about to do some time and you got to give up the person that you did the crime with, so to get a lesser charge or to get away. People do that all the time. So many convictions are behind that. So that never made sense to any. It never made sense to me because people snitch all the time. And what you're talking about isn't snitching, it's telling.
Telling the truth
That's right.
and not allowing the violence to continue. And I know people, man, you're gonna let I used to say Pookie, but I guess it's old now. Run around the neighborhood just being, you're gonna let them do no. But we got, not everybody is into, as we say, do no harm. That's my latest one from Dr. Reginald Daniels, who is probably listening to the show right now. Do no harm. And here's the other thing, and this goes with exactly what you're doing. Put the guns down. The safest place you should be for you is in the village.
I agree.
That's the safest place. I mean, you do have people that don't like you, historically, and like right now. But the safest we get at 360.
Sorry.
Safest place we're supposed to be is around each other. And I'm sure that's what prompted this, the safest place.
Yes.
I love this so much because you asking folks to do something of that. Look, there's a couple of rules. One is thou shalt not snitch. One is you got to be strapped, right? everybody got a gun. Now everybody want to got a gun. And I always hear this. You say, well, guns ain't the problem. People are the problem. Well, it's people with guns. But I grew up in a community. People have again heard me say this. I call them Sodom and Gomorrah, South Central Los Angeles, right? But I grew up at a time when none of my homeboys got killed. They got beat up.
Wow.
But they didn't get killed.
Right.
Because none of the youngsters, now the adults might have had guns. The youngsters have no guns.
Right.
I mean, and I tell this to young people, they be like, what? No, you playing. I said, no, man, no, but I didn't go to no funerals. No funerals. Because, and even back then, it was like, I used to say things like come from the shoulder, and it was unmanly if you couldn't fight. I mean, not that fighting is good, it ain't, but
you can come back from a punch. You can't come back from a bullet.
That's right.
And some of the best friends I had was after the fight.
Yeah.
Because it was
the
like,
funny part.
oh man, you can fight. I can
that
fight.
happen a lot of times.
Oh, I can fight too. I ain't messing with you no more. I didn't know you could fight. I
Mhm.
clearly remember that at the playground with this dude who's always messing with me. So I said, this right. And then we became boys forever.
Mhm.
But when you shoot somebody, there ain't no coming back from that. So the fact that you say, now put the guns down, which means somebody got a chance to live. And how did you come up with this? I ain't forgot you. I'm coming to you in a minute.
Well, when I started to be the
15
funeral singer, that changed the game for me. When I started to, sing for babies, and like I said, and after one baby is killed, and you have to sing for another baby in the same family. I mean, what do you say? You just get up there and sing, But I kept saying, you know what, God, there's another way, and I know it is. And my message is, you guys are not forgotten. You guys are not forgotten. And I work really, really hard. And when I get on the stage and after we pray, I tell everyone that can hear me that this event is from God to you because he kept me alive to do it.
Yes.
So that I'm clear where this is coming from because I've stopped breathing a few times in a few different predicaments, but he kept me, and I'm still here. So this event, I want them to be clear with all the wonderful people. You know, I've joined a church called Danville Congregational Church, United Church of Christ in Danville, and these people have rallied with me and taking me under their wings, and they, you know, fight for justice alongside of me. And what's amazing is these people are not African American, so it gives the community a way to see all these beautiful people that are not the same color as them,
Right.
that care about them too.
Right.
But put the guns down. As long as I have to sing at funerals, I will continue to do this. I want them to put me out of business. I'm tired of singing His Eyes on a Sparrow. I'm tired of singing Walk Around Heaven All Day. I'm tired of singing Precious Lord. I'm tired. And I'm going to sing the heavens down when I have to, but I don't want to. I don't want to sing for your baby. I don't want to sing for your kids. I don't want to. So let me keep on working and let me get creative and just bring them together and show love. That's my thing. They say what you put out is what you get back. I choose love.
You know you a saint, right?
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the pure sense. I ain't talking about, you know, the ones that they come together and make a ruling on.
Oh.
I'm talking about you a saint. You an angel. You an angel. Yeah, because you're doing it for no reason at all, not for gain, not for this, just because you want somebody to live.
That's it.
It's that simple.
That's it.
And
Miss Walls is an angel. You're right about that.
You an angel. You straight.
To many and many folks in Richmond, California know that very clear. She's been there for a long time. One of the most beautiful folks and beautiful lights in the city of Richmond, California.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Quincy, tell me, how do you know? Let me introduce the person next to you. That is Quincy Thompson. And Quincy, how do you know the angel here?
Well,
is your mic up? Was this mic up?
yes.
Let's get him up. I don't know if I heard him.
Yep.
You on? Okay.
Yes, we here. All right. I know this beautiful angel due to my mother.
Oh,
This is not my blood auntie, but this is my auntie.
we can hear him. Yeah, he's good.
This is my auntie. My mother.
I can't hear him.
Oh, lady, you can't hear him?
Mhm.
Okay.
You talking?
My
Okay.
mother and
Now I
her
can hear.
best childhood
Okay.
friends.
Yeah.
So I got an opportunity to grow up under, you know, my mom's friends, but this is one who stuck out to me the most because we have so much similarity in situations that we have faced as
Mhm.
children, young adults, teenagers. We have
Mhm.
so many different things that we can relate to. Myself, I also have experienced different, you know, abuses as a child. So
Mhm.
that's how we related. I hadn't seen her in years, and I just popped up one day in her apartment complex at my godmother's house right across from her. And I said, hey, I said, that's my mom's right there. I said, that's my auntie. You know, I've been knowing her all my life, you know, so I went and introduced myself. I told her who I was, and we were connected, and we have been together ever since. We have been inseparable. I believe I was about, 14, 15, somewhere around there. I was loose. I had ran away from home to, you know, due to various situations at home.
Yep.
You know, I grew up
Yep.
in a very strict Christian-based home. So, you know, things that what I thought was wrong or that they were saying was wrong, it wasn't wrong in my book. So let me get up out of here. I feel like I was grown and all of that. So when I ran into this beautiful woman here, she took me under her wing and she nourished me back to life. So that's how I met her.
What
I
did
got to
she
know
say?
her.
What did she do to help?
God is always the ultimate source.
Mhm.
We have the same similar background in Christianity and church. But one thing she told me, she said, you can't fall and be a statistic.
Mhm.
You have to rise above that.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I took that and I ran with it
Mm.
because I was trying to be a statistic.
I
I wore it well.
I understand. Look,
You know,
I
but
know.
but when I tell you that she has literally pulled me out of the trenches of life.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's how I met her. That was our introduction to life as a teenager, grown adult, coming into that era of life. So this lady has definitely cultivated me, molded me, helped shape me in a lot of areas that I didn't really get from my parents and familyhood, if that makes sense.
Oh no,
My
look,
bloodline.
bro, this is Street Soldiers. This is the work we do, right? Okay, so everything makes sense to us. We just willing to talk about it to
Absolutely.
people about it, right?
Absolutely.
And again, I'm not trying. Can you remember one particular time that she was real, like, you know, the lifeline was out? You was at a particular moment, you know.
I feel like I was on the brink of committing suicide.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Due to not being able to deal with the abuse. I was sexually abused for 6 years straight
Mm,
by one person.
mm,
And it happened
mm,
right under the nose of my mom and my dad as well.
mm,
I was raped
mm,
by another individual. So
mhm.
I faced as a male
Yeah,
going
right.
through this.
Yeah.
You know, we don't really get too many chances in life to avail above those things too much.
And you don't talk
right?
about
And
it.
we don't talk
Yeah,
about it
but
because we don't
wait,
really have a space.
You a man, right? We ain't got no space
Right.
to talk about
I couldn't
that.
talk to my mom and dad about it. Why? Because everything was a screaming match. I couldn't, anytime I wanted to, you know, talk to them or express or convey anything, that was disrespectful. We couldn't really talk about it. We have to just hear what they said. That's just the type of household I grew up in. We couldn't really have too much feedback, or it was considered as disrespect. So I didn't feel comfortable with talking to neither one of my parents. The only reason my mom found out is because I gave a testimony as a grown adult
Yes.
to somebody. So I had carried this my whole entire life by myself. She was the
Yes.
only person that knew besides one other person, which was my sister.
And you can't talk to no homeboys. You definitely can't talk to another brother about it.
You know what I'm saying? So
Ain't no way.
You know what I'm saying? No.
Don't even, no.
So she literally took my hands and prayed with me.
Mm,
The same prayer that I believe that she prayed for herself, she prayed for me. And that blessed me, and it actually helped heal me.
yes, yes.
Because that's what I really needed, was healing in these areas. Absolutely, an angel for God. I promise you. When y'all said she's a saint, she's literally a saint. She has helped save so many lives. But I too have buried so many of my friends in high school.
Yeah.
I also was a singer for funerals as a teenager
Ooh.
in Sacramento, California. I buried 19 of my friends in one school year. Lost them to gang, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gun violence.
Gun violence, gang addicts.
On the bus at 6 o'clock in the morning going to school, seeing a yellow tape up. Friends, family members.
Woo.
So, with that being said, this woman has literally came into my life and really saved me. I wouldn't say she's God, because she can't be God, but however,
But
she
God
was
is
like
working through her.
God has
God is
literally
working
worked through this
through
woman, and that was
her.
my introduction of her
Yeah.
into my
And
life.
through you.
And through me as well.
Yes. To be here.
And we
to
sing
say this.
together.
Yeah.
We sing together.
Y'all might have to do a little
Oh,
tonight.
we sing.
You might have to do a little
Listen, I wrote a song called Jesus, I Didn't Slap Her. Even though she did me wrong, and I didn't disrespect her. But instead, I wrote this song. You got to use it all. Use all you get.
Well, you know, our show was on Sunday, and there are times, you know, why we on Sunday. It's church.
It is.
Be going up in here. 18th annual. What has how long did it put this together? Was it a lot of work? I mean,
You should see my living room. It looks like Costco right now. Yes, it takes a couple of months to get together. The wonderful thing about it is because I've did so many of them. The best part is the meetings when I invite everybody over, and I cook for them. I cook with love, and I get everybody's opinion, and we talk about it. And you know, I have spirits, and I'm not talking about the Holy Ghost. And we have those, and we just talk about it, and we pray about it, and that God will just move, and you know, just cover the grounds. And So by me being 2 weeks out, everything is coming faster. Like I said, I'm last year I had 40 brand new bikes to give the babies. I'm up to 20 now. I'll have 30 by the end of the week. And I'm gonna just let God do what he do. But for the babies, I want them to know that it's Christmas in September and it's all for them. I want them to feel special all the time, and Put the Guns Down definitely conquers that.
The event is the 18th annual Put the Guns Down event for the city of, I'm gonna say it right this time, Richmond,
Yes,
California. A
yes.
free event,
Yes.
free food. September the 5th, 1 to 4 on a Saturday at 4th Street Park between 4th and 6th on McDonald
Mhm.
Avenue in Richmond. Yeah,
Mhm.
one thing I know, and Soul will attest that because he lives in Richmond. Richmond folks love Richmond.
Don't they?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
they?
I mean, they seriously love that town.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, it's like, you know, I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
When I'm out there with my flyers, Dr. Marshall, I'm,
Indeed.
listen, I invite everybody. Everybody is welcome. Everybody gonna eat. There was a time when people
Literally.
would say, "Well, the food is only for the kids." No, not at Miss Lana's event. No, baby. If anybody wants anything that we have for them, we also give out toiletries and food and just whatever and smiles and things that people don't see all the time anymore. So it's exciting for me. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it at the end. It's always worth it.
I really got introduced. I mean, I knew I'm in the Bay. I'm live in the city. I've lived in the East Bay, Concord and Pittsburgh, but I really got it was through the show that I really got introduced to the feeling that people have around Richmond. That was 2008 when was the death of Terrence Kelly. TK,
Yes.
TK, right? It
Yes.
brought me right into it.
Yes.
And Khalid Alahi, he was a very, very, very good.
Yes, he was.
mind.
Yes, he is.
And his brother Waleed, who got,
Mhm.
and so I just got, he put me in the Richmond Auditorium with Mac Dre. I learned all about Richmond. I was like, man, I mean, like
They're using the VIP.
yeah, I look, I learned about the Iron Triangle, Northern
Right.
But the old folks, this is a lot of drama stuff, but the way the old folks especially would talk about Richmond, man, was like, ooh, they love it. I mean, just love it. Even the young folks to talk about Richmond. So I hear it in your voice. And like I say, Malcolm lives there. And so this is thank God for you doing this.
Do you remember where I met you?
Lord,
I want to know.
just
I met you when I worked for the city of Richmond. I was working for the Office of Neighborhood Safety.
Did you come to one of the trainings?
I did, and that's how I met you. Yep.
Okay.
Downstairs in the building.
In the building.
That's where I met you.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
I love doing them trainings, man. I'm getting ready to
Yes,
go
sir.
to Seattle.
That was it.
Because it's all about Alive and Free. It's all about stopping the violence.
Yes.
Right? And so, oh Lord, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Right there at City Hall downstairs. You remember that? Yep.
It's you, your son, and your team. Yes, it was amazing. Mm-hmm.
You want to say something before we keep going? You don't want to say nothing. Can we introduce you? Introduce it. Can you just say?
I will.
Yeah.
So I'm here with my friend Romy that God has given me. And from the time I met her, I invited her to my birthday party. She came when I was singing with the barbecue hot sauce band. She came and she just keeps popping up and popping up now. She wants to help with Put the Guns Down. And I wanted to tell her thank you because she's bubbly like me and she has a beautiful spirit, and her husband. And I just feel blessed. And on the way over here, I was just saying, God knows what to do. He'll put people in your path that you least expect. And so thank you. She's just here for support. So that just says a little bit about her right there. So thank you, Romy.
She love you.
She's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart.
Absolutely.
Wow, this is something popped in my head. It popped out that fast. The guns thing. And I know one of the things I try to do with the work, and we do, Lady Estelle and I do, is we try to create people we don't have to worry about. And one of the reasons I got to worry about people is because they all got they all packing.
That's right.
They all strapped,
That's
right?
right.
You know, I ain't got no chance. You know, now if you come in the room, it's funny. I got this joke. It ain't really a joke. Anywhere I gotta go, I gotta be patted down. I ain't going.
Right, right.
Cause you telling me I might have to worry, right? Now I
Mhm.
go into the hotel, sit at the bar, right? I ain't gotta worry. But if I gotta be patted down, you know, I mean, so nah, I'm gonna try to create and at least for one day, you're trying to decrease the chances you gotta worry about what's going on. You know how wonderful it is walking a place you ain't gotta worry about nothing
Yes.
or nobody,
Yes.
or to be around family you ain't gotta worry about, to be around friends you ain't gotta worry about, to just being right in the community you don't have to worry about.
And I try
Thank
to
you.
hug everybody when I see my community and the ones that I know packing from the babies to the daddies. I just hug them because I don't know who's gonna be next. So I just hug them and tell them I love them and just keep it moving, you know. And sometimes I'm praying for them when I'm hugging them. Matter of fact, I got my blessed oil and a spray bottle in my purse right now, and but I hug them because I don't know who's next. So I just try to be the same when they see me, and I'm always saying I love you guys, I love you, you know. And when I had a store in my kitchen for 20 years. I was the nacho lady and the Kool-Aid pickle lady. And it was a way for me to see everybody all the time. And I didn't know what a blessing it was because I would get tired and some people would try to come 5 minutes before the store was closed. And, you know, but what I didn't realize was that was a way for me to connect with all of them and be able to tell if a child wasn't being well kept or if the child was acting different or they were sad because I was used to seeing them all the time and they would work in the store. Some of them babies still work for me now. They was little bitty kids and now they big kids and they still work for me. So I just do a little bit of this and a little bit of that because, you know, I just try to see what works. What works for this baby may not work for this baby. So I'll try something different, but I just make sure that they know I love them. So if I have to go sing for
And,
them,
I'm gonna tell them folks, if they love you, if they honor you, don't come with no bad intention.
no,
All right.
please
Nah.
don't.
This is a safe space.
That's right.
This day. All right, we gotta go to break. We'll be back. Tell them where they can get us in.
All right, we're going to keep up with the conversation on YouTube Live at Stay Alive and Free. You can always take us on the go with our podcast when you visit stayaliveandfree.org.
And I'll be right back. It's 106.1 Cameo. We got a commercial.
Hour number two, Alive and Free Street Soldiers Radio. We good, Ann?
Yep.
All right. What a first hour we had. What a first hour we had. We are talking about the 18th annual Put the Guns Down event in the city of Richmond. It will happen on Saturday, September 5th, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at 4th Street Park. And the creator of this amazing, I would just say amazing event with an amazing and story of survival.
Yes, yes, God. Yes, God.
It's Atlanta Bowles. We're joined by Quincy Thompson, who got his own story. Quincy, you're a bad brother, man. That's all I gotta say.
Sir.
You're a bad. Ooh, what's that Gloria old school Gloria Gaynor song? I will survive.
I will survive.
You all that, you all that and more.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna call it a story of grace. That's amazing.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We are joined now. I see a face. I only see one. I'm supposed to see two. What the other one? What other one? What other one? What other one? All right. We are joined by Katana Barnes. Is that you? Is that you with the K-Roll? Look like that's K-Roll. Y'all remember K-Roll syrup? Am
I
I the
do.
only one that's old enough to know about K-Roll syrup?
I cook with that stuff all the time.
I'm better than the syrup.
Man, look, K-Roll syrup was so thick.
Make the best pecan pies.
Absolutely.
Oh Lord. Okay, I dated myself, but hey, I ain't.
That is me.
Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining us. Let's talk about why you are you involved and how you are. I don't know if you got to hear the first hour. It was just, it was it was church. That's what I'm gonna put. I'm gonna just put it was church. It was testimony, and we're gonna have a song when we wrap up or something. Little going on. What is your relationship to the event, to Miss Bowles, or as they say, Sister Bowles, and I mean it that way for real, not that fake Sister Bowles, and brother Thompson.
My event to her is that we have been friends for a significant amount of time. I actually started with her over at the City of Refuge, and we were in the ministry department together for a long period of time. And I believed in what she was doing and putting the guns down, helping the community. And so I actually started out by volunteering. And then I started to get bossed around a lot. And so I just started to just do whatever she said do.
Success.
Yeah, there are people like that, you know. Okay, yeah. You just say, you just submit. Okay, that's okay. Just tell me what you want me to, because you know they're gonna tell you something good, right?
Exactly,
You know they're gonna tell you
exactly. And so
when you get
that's
to that
pretty much
point-
how our relationship is, at whatever she needs support and help in, and that's how I jump in and support and give her whatever she needs to continue to be successful in supporting the community and seeing people through these troubled times. And I believe in that. I believe in people. I believe in community. And she does a really good job of pulling it all together.
Do you have a specific, did you have a specific, you talk about it, just specific duties here, or what have you seen from the events in the past, or your experience at the event?
The duties for myself, or just for what Lana does?
Okay. So if I go there, what do I see that day? What, just give me a picture of the energy.
The synopsis of what you would see that day is little children. She spoke about Christmas in September. You see little kids running, excited to see the bikes, the toys, and then you see the adults excited to see the gifts that are on the table that they have opportunity winning. She was giving out bullets, blenders one year, crock pots, money balls, and just things that are necessities for life. You see jumper houses, you see folks entertaining, young children entertaining, and it's just a family good time. Everybody comes out with the expectation that they're going to receive something, even something other than just a gift, a bike or a toy. You're going to receive a word, you're going to receive a blessing, you're going to receive something that you can take away tangibly, but you can also receive something that you take away spiritually.
It just hit me the way you describe it. Christmas in September.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Christmas in September. Especially all them
Absolutely.
kids. Them kids must go crazy at that.
Oh, I
thing.
make sure it's action packed.
Baby.
Action packed.
Oh, it's just
From beginning to end. It's a nonstop day. It's very eventful. I've never seen one that there were any problems where anything broke out and people were being disrespectful. And you always know that you're going to have somebody barking about where they are in position in line. If you step in line, they're trying to get that hot dog or whatever is being served. So that is always expected. But other than that, I've never seen anybody have any disagreements.
Does this thing get, I know you're on street, so does it get like news coverage? Does the stations
Never.
come out? Do they put it in the
Word of mouth.
now the paper, but to get the word out? But I mean, in terms of, popping up on at 5 o'clock news, 6 o'clock news later in the day, has it ever done that?
Many, many, many years ago, like the first 2 or 3, one of those was on YouTube. So if you type in Lana Bowles,
Okay.
but then I was followed for a few years, and that's how the first documentary came out. It's The Funeral Singer, and I made the front page of the San Francisco Chronicle. So if you want to see that documentary, it's on San Francisco Chronicle, The Funeral Singer, Lana Bowles. And then I did another documentary about women on the front line. This was a producer out of LA. And then I was on The Guardian, a couple of times.
Yeah.
But no, I used to put it in the West County Times. And no, I don't mean any disrespect, but because it is a Stop the Violence event, I don't think that I would, if I don't get the courage. The coverage. I ask for a lot of different people. I always send them my flyers, and it's crickets. I don't hear anything, and so I stopped expecting that. I never did it for fame or for me. I did it for other people that may have wanted to do the same thing, but no. So hopefully if somebody's listening tonight, they may want to just come out and cover the event, because as long as I'm, Black and breathing, I'm gonna always do it.
In these days of, there's so many ways to get the word out, not just traditional news organizations, but it seems like good news ain't news.
That's right. That's right.
Good news isn't news.
No.
I saw this somebody sent me what he's saying. These brothers was talking about media and traditional media and social media. How do you put it? It's all about scandal, gossip and scandal.
Yes. Yes.
And so I got to look at it. All I saw was gossip and scandal.
That's it.
That's all I saw.
That's
I
it.
mean, what goes for news? It's not news.
That's right. And this is a positive event, so there's no need. This is a positive event.
Yeah. Well, good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Somebody just sent me a text, and that's to harken back to the impact that, you know, you're telling the truth happens. And this is somebody obviously who doesn't live in the community. Says 19 funerals in a year was enough to turn my stomach.
Mm.
And it's still that people don't know. They don't know
Absolutely.
because it's like it's two different worlds, you know. Anyway, but who's the other guest? Where is she?
Jasmine Hardington.
Can you
let me
check-
yeah,
can
let
you
me
check
reach out.
Jasmine?
I
Jasmine,
sure
come
will.
on now.
I
You
sure
know,
will.
I'm looking for you. I want to get you in here.
Okay.
So, and as we look, anything you want to add, lady, you want to jump in and say anything? While we try to dial up our other guests here.
I'm looking forward to the song at the end.
Also, Dr. Marshall, I have added to put the guns down. I've now did a Stop the Bullying event.
Yeah.
This year was the second year, and it is so important. And Katana was also there. And I mean, God put it on my heart. That bullying thing is just nasty. It's like poison. And so we talk to the babies, we love on the babies, we do interaction, and we want them to know that if you are being bullied, you know, if you're a bully, we want you to stop. And if you're being bullied, we want you to tell. And we don't want you to think that you have to deal with this. So in addition to put the guns down, I'm also doing the Stop the Bullying as well.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Just hearing your story and evil in the world ain't no joke, is it?
It's really not.
It's
a real
not the thing about this. Evil in the world is no joke. And wow,
I guess I think when I think about the work that you're doing, it just shows that no one's gonna come and save you, right? Like we have to save each other. We have to help each other, and calling out what's wrong, talking about the numbers. I mean, the numbers that you shared, Quincy, I believe, 19 family and friends, you know, that you had to bury. Like it's incredible, and in a very heartbreaking kind of way. And so finding the people who understand that this is something that is not right and that we need to fight for. And so how do we fight and make the change, right? Because our young people, they're still being sculpted by like
Right.
music, and just, you know, they want to be cool, or I don't know, you know, they're just the people that they're around aren't influencing them in the correct way, in the proper way, right? So I think that's why this event's been going on for 18 years, and why it is so important, because we need to be able to have community to support each other and to talk about what we do not need anymore.
I will say this, that I probably coincides, you know, because next year will be our 40th year. So I seen it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I saw it BC. BC is before crack, not before crack. Okay. I saw it BC. And BC was, you know, it wasn't perfect, but there was something. What's a Richie Richards song? That's what I ain't gonna do. There's certain things you didn't do, right? There were certain things that were sacred. You know, mom was sacred, elders were sacred, children were sacred, and stuff was. But when that crack hit, you know, it was like all the sacredness was gone.
That's right.
Right. It just took the mamas away, and you know, I remember the young people talking to me and say, abnormal was normal, and it, it was like 250 murders and stuff. It was like, man, and that's when we started, and that always, man, and the way they thought was certainly different than the way I thought. I'm talking sell drugs, and my mom, you sell drugs, your mama? What,
Mm.
Oh man, people, look, it was just, but it was all about one thing, the money.
It was.
Right? It was all about the money, and the money was their God, or that might be a little harsh, but money was what they aspired to be, and money was going to make everything right. And so, it was, they even had this crazy saying in the rap world, MOB, and I don't want to say what the B is, you know what I'm saying? Money was first, right? And with that went, the power and its respect and all these other things, and
a teacher turned me out. A teacher. I was working as a teenager at a school, as a teacher's aide, and the teacher would let the kids out early, and then he introduced me to crack right there in the classroom.
Wow.
It was like you was a teacher. Now you parents. I taught 25 years, and teacher was like,
yeah,
your parents entrusted me with you.
It's sacred,
right?
right.
And that, and teachers were revered in our community for years. I mean, introducing them to the world and the education. Ooh, man, that's
yeah.
I
need to write a book, huh?
Yeah. Well,
all right.
Yeah, but I want people to really get it.
Yeah.
Get it. And to vow never to let that happen to anybody.
Right.
And it ain't got to happen to yours to understand.
That's right.
And then people got that, but I didn't get it till it happened to mine. No, you get it because it happened to a human being.
That's right.
Anywhere. And we don't, I hear that all the time. Now I understand. When somebody's going through that, and it should not take that for you to get it. I'm just so blessed that all of you do the work that you do. We have a number one rule with our young people: there's nothing more valuable than the individual's life. That's where we start. And a lot of times people say, well, why you start there? Because, some people don't think life means nothing. I ain't gonna live to be 40, you only live once. When you gotta go, and then you just, life is number one. And obviously these people do not have regard for your life.
So
anyway.
Jesus said, suffer the little children to come unto me. I want to say to the young man that it is amazing, your strength and courage to tell your story, to share that, to be able to share that part of your life, your journey, shows the healing. It's more than courage. It's healing. So much so that coming out of you, coming to us, it's a story. It's not something that you experienced. It's a story. And it no longer has control. Because when you're healed, you can tell that story. The message, telling that story, and what you shared, it's like letting other young men and young women, girls, recognize you when you see and hear and get in touch with that person who's your teacher. When you recognize them, they listen to them, hear what they have to say, be available. And your story, let people know there is somebody out there that will hear you, that will be there to help you, guide you through all the stuff. So for everybody that heard that story, listen, there's somebody there that you can talk to. God's going to send you somebody, just like he sent her. Held his hands and prayed him through until he was able to see and love himself and recognize it's not his fault. that experience, he's more than the experience. You're more than the experience. And to the lady, what did doctor call you? Saint Ilana? What?
I call it Saint Alana. I call it the angel. I was trying to come up with some heavenly words.
But it's you know, because we want to put on you, people want to put on you a title, but this is what I'm hearing. Use me, Lord, in your service.
I am a servant. That's it. I love
Use
it.
me. And see, and just watching you sit like, okay, here's my story. You want to this? Let me tell you this, and I'll let you know this. And this is all of this is what shaped me, guided me, held me, and given me the strength, the power to do what I'm doing now.
Amen.
You know, when we get okay, I don't want to get me started. Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah, I love it. I'm loving it though. I'm loving it. I
Look,
appreciate
she
it.
always says that, and then like I know, just keep going. Don't be
Let me
saying
tell you, when you read and you study and you listen and you learn, you discover that who God chooses to use has been through something.
That's right.
They've been through something because they can tell the story. They don't even school. What you know, the school it's not in a book. You can't get it out of a book. I'm gonna tell you what, Moses and Aaron, his mother, you know how he came in by incest.
Sure did.
Did you know that? Let me tell you, who God chooses to use, they got a story. And it's because of that story, that journey that they made it through. I know who to talk to that'll bring you through. Yes, Miss Elana. Yes, baby. Use me, Lord, in your service.
Yes.
Draw me nearer every day.
I tell God I want to be who He created me to
Because I'm willing.
to be who you created, and I want to use every gift and skill
Every
you've
one of
given
them.
me. I mean, drain me, God, drain me so that I can, be filled up over and over again. But yeah. Mhm.
Yes, ma'am. That's what comes to me. That my living not be in vain. Yeah, the songs just keep coming to me that tell your story. Uh-oh, is she coming out of the corner?
Look at God.
Come on out of that corner.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Romy. Sorry, I have light sensitivity.
I understand.
Hey everyone. I just feel so honored to just have met these two folks because they have a similar story to me. Yeah, I am also a product of the crack epidemic. Thank you. Epidemic. My family comes from the South, is a family of at least 12 with a single mother who migrated to California, and my mother actually was 14 when she had her first child and 28 by the time she had her fourth child, which is me. And I actually was there, I was present during the time that she was utilizing crack. And so I was there while she was even doing crack, and I had to watch her, she would have bugs and all that on her. And so that was kind of my life growing up, and having to, as a let's say 11, 12-year-old, having to figure out life on my own while raising my younger sister who was not diagnosed with autism. It was a lot for me. So I just had to come forward because now they shared their story. I was like, okay, I guess I better share mine as my part of healing. And so I am also here to say that I am a person who comes from that same thing. I was abused, sexually abused. By the time I was 13 or 14, I had even been in an abusive relationship with a young male at school who would abuse me. So I feel like by the time I was 16, I've lived a whole life that I didn't want. And, I often question, just like Alana has said in the past, I often question, why was I put here to endure so much pain, So yeah, I just felt inspired. So I just had to come out the corner for a minute to just share my story and let others out there know that you're not alone. There's others out there like you, like me, who had that same similar experience. The things that we don't talk about, like watching your parents, be absent and, having to raise yourself and figure out school, everything on your own. But somehow I made it. And, I have several degrees, certifications, all of that. So I'm here. So I just want to let y'all know, like, don't give up. We just work through those rough moments where those feelings come up, and just don't give in.
All right.
Hey.
Amen and amen. Let me
Amen.
just talk about the light that surrounds the three of you. And the position that you hold and what you do in the world, even before you share your story, even before you organize an event that recognizes and blesses children who said, unless you become as a child, you can't get in. Even before that, you carry with you a light that draws and attracts, makes people wonder, makes people think. You have no idea the impact that you have just as you move through the world, because you have made a decision and a choice to do what God said. I'm sorry. Okay, because that's where I go. Okay. To be obedient. Let me talk California style. To be obedient to that is within you, that moves through you to help heal others.
Amen.
He said California style.
I received that. I received that. Thank you.
Because let me just say, some people, you talk about God and then they want to report you. I want you to know, I mentioned God in the classroom. I was the instructor in a college class. And I talked about God, and baby, next thing I know, I got a report from the principal. I had to take sensitivity classes.
Wow. Wow. I used to put blessed oil in the hallways of the elementary schools that I worked at, because they definitely took that out of the community centers as well as the schools. But like I said, I keep my blessed oil in a spray bottle. I'll spray a child in a minute. They don't even know why they greasy all of a sudden. I'll spray a kid immediately. And then I would, put it on my hands and go down the hallways and just because I know the power of prayer and I know the power of God. And so I just do what I have to do. But yes, they try to remove it out of everything. And even in the centers and stuff, so in my end goal, one of my dreams, which will be a reality, is the Visions of Hope Community Center. And because I'll be under the umbrella of the church, I will be able to teach praise dancing, and I'll be able to have a little choir for the babies, along with home economics and the other things that are missing. So I just have a goal. I have a vision where we can, God told me you can't save them all, Lana, but I've seen the other side. And I used to take the babies to San Quentin and everything. And a lot of those young men are now engaged fathers, and they're not dead. And so I've seen, some of the things that I've done work, but the Visions of Hope Outreach Community Center, when that bad boy land, I'm telling you, it's going to change lives. I'm going to pray for every corner of the building, inside and out, that it changes lives. So I appreciate the nice and kind words that you're sharing with me. I really do. Thank you.
All glory goes to God. Let him use you. Continue to let him use you. And don't let anybody forget that we are, did you hear me say we? We are more than our experiences. We are more than the judgments that people may place on us. You are more than that. I am that child that listens and obeys. And that's what you all are doing. And I just celebrate you. I am just delighted. And where's the young man? I need to see him back in the box. Okay, no, don't get up, don't move. Y'all just all three said, just all three of you. Look at that. Now, what's that? Let's talk about that number. The three of you. All right. I'll wait in the box. But yes, ma'am, you in that number too. Miss Carol Desir.
Mm-hmm.
How sweet is
Thank you.
that?
Sweet, sweet,
Very
honey.
sweet. Can I comment on something that you just stated, Lady Estelle? When you were speaking and telling people that not to allow anyone, and I'm gonna say it in my words, to change their name, that whatever people frame or whatever their narrative is of you, that's not what you have to respond to.
No.
And, you know, when I was a kid, people would say, "Oh, that's a bad kid. That's this type of kid." And then you label that child. And then when that child begins to react or walk within that framework, then we want to say, "Well, see, I told you that was a bad kid." But what if you would have given me the name of a loving kid? What if you would have said, "Well, that kid is not quite behaving today, or they're acting in a negative way," but something that I could turn around and say I could walk and carry that will enhance me, that will grow me. And even the kids that we see today that people say they're criminals, they're thieves, they're drug dealers, they're all the negatives. What can we do as community people, community leaders, as activists, as faith folks, to turn this situation and say there has to be a positive before the negative? Because if we don't see anything positive, then what are we working towards?
Right.
So there has to be something that we can take back and give back into the community. And even if we tell them, say your name, whatever your parents named you, they didn't name you stupid, they didn't name you crazy, they didn't name you lazy. But what did they name you? And then how do you move into that? And if that's not the name that fits you, then what do you call yourself that is positive and loving? And how do we move towards that? Because those are the things that start to enhance and change community. Labeling destroys us because we've all been the N word. We've all, or people of color have all been the N word. We've all been nothing but lazy and shiftless. But we had to see ourselves as something different to rise above.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
So-
I was trying not to get into an argument in Sunday school this morning when the other Sunday school teacher said, "Well, see, my son is ADHD," and I'm like, you know what? I have an aversion to labels. And she jumped down my throat. "Well, he is." I said, I understand. I'm a licensed therapist. I understand all that. But what I like to let my kids know, they're brilliant. They're beautiful. And the ones, and you can fill them up with words that let them know they can. Anyway, so you preaching the sermon that I preached earlier today. All right, that's right. I'm with that. And at Alive and Free, what do we do, Ann? What do we tell them? And what was in the bathroom?
Oh, all of our coachisms and affirmations. And yes, I am, right? I
Right.
am beautiful. I am kind. I am smart. Just everything, all the good, all the good. Yes.
And every time they go in the bathroom, they look in the mirror, and all around the mirror is "I am" and all the positive words. Yes. So that you don't forget.
We don't label kids up. There's no bad kids.
No.
One reason all these mothers are saying he's a good kid, he's a good kid, he's a good kid. He can shop the neighborhood, he's a good kid. I said he is good. He is good. He is good. The behaviors he's doing ain't cool, but he's good.
Right.
And we don't use those words at all. I mean, kids, because when you start thinking you're bad, then you got to live up or down to that.
Yeah.
Right. And there are teachers who say that's a bad little, and then you put, little kid, 3rd grade, 4th grade, kindergarten, and it's like, I'm gonna show you how bad I am. Right. So no, no, because I've had kids tell me, "You don't like me." I said, "I love you. I don't like what you're doing."
Right.
So yeah, it's and what I love about all of you, and of course, Lady Estelle, and you got to want to do this work. You got to want to do it, right? I mean, you want to do it. You want to help me. I started this because I didn't like these horror stories. I can't look when y'all tell these stories. This story just they break. I don't know. They break me. I'm like, oh no. One of the reasons I started when I didn't have to do this, But and when I started the club and all these drug dealers and whatever was in the room, and I just said, if you're gonna be good, I'm gonna reward you for being good.
Mm.
Cause when I was little, I got good grades, and this was them days, now they pay kids for good grades, right? I'm gonna give you, my parents didn't give me nothing. You know what they gave me? Junior, you did a great job. I love you. Look, I love that praise so much. I'm getting me some more good grades. That was and so
That was your reward.
I was rewarded for being good.
Yes.
Because if you were good, you a square, you a punk, you a sucker, you a little whatever, you a little, you acting white.
Teacher's pet.
You all these names. Look, I said, no, y'all so good, I'm gonna do something for you. They said, what? Well, it's 40 years, so I guess the creator was looking out for me. I'm gonna send you to college and I'm gonna help pay for it. Now, what fool gonna say some stuff like that? But if you not gonna do the damage to people, as Reggie says, Dr. Jansen, do no harm. Oh no, you need you just being good, period. Just be good. Don't harm people. So each of us got a role to play in this, and I know my role. I ain't gonna let nobody do nothing to you. I ain't gonna let nobody do nothing to you. I definitely ain't letting nobody do nothing to Mrs. Hill. They come in there like, nah, you ain't. You just go teach, honey. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm here. That's
tell
my
babies,
job.
I tell my community babies, I said, all teachers don't like kids.
No,
you should say
you shouldn't be no teacher. You don't like kids.
All teachers do not like kids.
How you gonna teach the kid you don't like?
Right, because they need to check like everybody else. So, but I've seen it.
And they got white teachers that don't like black kids.
I've seen it. I've seen it. So I try to make them aware of, you're at school to learn, and all that, being the class clown and all that, that's not going to get you anywhere. Please learn what you can and tell if someone is mistreating you, speak up for yourself. But yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
I think it's important for each of us to figure out the role that we can play in having a safe community.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Safe community. So when you up there doing your thing, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. Don't, you better not. You remember the bet not? Y'all remember the bet not?
Oh yeah.
Bet not, right? And that's why this is when the community is rallying to you and protecting you and making sure this is Christmas in September.
Yes.
But now what we gotta get, we want Christmas every day. Every day. Because I know I'm crazy. If I see somebody doing something wrong, and no, ain't none of this, ain't none of my business. It is my business.
It is.
It's all of our business because it's our community, it's our village. And man, when you talking about this, boy, look, I can't have nobody. I can't. You got to get right before you do something to somebody else. Before, because you can't really go back and apologize. You can say I'm sorry, but that don't take away all that happened. And bless you that are able to forgive and not forget. And because we also know why it's important to heal is that hurting people hurt people.
They do. And
they pass on the trauma to the next person because they're not healed themselves.
That's right.
Right. So there's a lot in all of this. And what has come out of your trauma, if I can use that.
Okay.
And all of your trauma is this wonderful thing right here. Absolutely. This is come on now. If we could just do this without before the trial, I'm a prevention guy.
Me too.
I don't want you to get cancer and come out, but I want you to get cancer in the first place.
Right.
And so everything that's been said here, it's wonderful.
Just to hear the babies say, Miss Lana, when is the next put the guns down? Just for those words to come out of their mouth.
Yes.
Miss Lana, when is put the guns down?
When is the event coming?
Ooh, right. Just like, ooh, thank you, Lord. And just like we see all the other stuff consistently, then I want them to see good things happening consistently. If I'm not getting ready for a talent show, getting ready for Stop the Bullying. If I'm not doing Stop the Bullying, I'm doing a treasure hunt or I'm doing a peace party. But I want them to know that I'm intentional about you guys staying alive. I'm intentional about you learning how to get along with each other. I'm intentional about you, growing up and being a good dad and, just all of the things. So, but just like I said, every time, just because they see all the other chaos all the time, I want them to also be excited. I work hard for them to get excited about coming and being around people that love them for no reason at all.
And knowing that there is somebody, there are some people, there is a safe place where they can go. Sometimes kids only need to hear it one time or see it one time, and then they hold on to it no matter what they're exposed to. Some kids will not forget the goodness, the love, the support, the caring, and seeing it one time carries them throughout the rest of their childhood until they become an adult. They'll never forget they'll never forget Miss Carol. They'll never forget. And because of what they experience with you, it changes their lives. And they hold on to that. If they only see you one time, know that's a fact. Know you will always touch one.
And that one can go out and save thousands.
And that's right.
Do not minimize, and we don't, the wonderfulness of saving one, right? Because that person then can do no harm. I love that. Lord. Yeah. This is wow. Good. Wow. This is wonderful. Lady, this is wonderful.
Yeah, I was one of those who had the one. That one thing I heard, that one thing somebody said gave me the strength to deal with all the other madness that I knew I had to deal with.
Yes.
That's the gift that you give. Mm-hmm.
Amen.
I think when you have positive exposure to anything, it will help you hold on. And if you don't get it again, it will at least give you the understanding of what it may feel like and the desire to seek it out, and not in a negative way, but to find that positive love or that influence that you've actually experienced. I think one of the things that I'm going to kind of go back on something that Lana had said when she was telling you about sorry, not put the guns down, but stop the bullying. She actually offered several different little segments within Stop the Bullying. She talked about there was a reading section that there had, that some of the volunteers had actually came and took place and started reading to the younger children, where they really became engaged in the storytelling and also teaching them of how to work together. They had building blocks that they had to assemble, but it was a special way that it took more than one person. So these kids actually came together that might have known each other. Some of them didn't seemingly know each other, but they were able to work together to build these blocks. Then she actually put something out about teen suicide, as far as kids being able to go back and talk to somebody. How does a community involve themselves in awareness and be able to help support the children that might be at risk? So there was a lot that was offered in that one segment, and I think she probably sees us as just her norm, but it's actually so much greater than, and she just doesn't captivate all of the things that are happening, because it's so much in a day that is just so overwhelming, even to be a part of. And she's like, really, did we do all of that?
Mm-hmm.
And she called me and she said, you think we should have a petting zoo? Well, of course we should have a petting zoo.
I'm still looking for them pets. I'm looking for them. If anybody knows how I can get a petting zoo for Put the Guns Down, please let me know. Please.
And let me tell you folks who are listening, this might sound crazy, but it's actually fun helping people. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's joy. It's fun. You know, Dr. Marsh, you'll never down. Hell no, why would we down for? I'm helping folks. What we down for? It's all good.
Yeah, I want ministry to
Right?
be
My
fun.
spirit is good. You know, when you in there, when you hurting, no, it's fun helping people. It's a joy. You just like, man, it's good for you. That's what people don't understand. This stuff is good for you.
It's healthy.
Oh,
what
it's
it is.
definitely healthy.
Yes.
It's definitely
Nourishing.
healthy. And so why you want to smile on your face? Don't be frowning for it. I mean, other stuff we're dealing with that. But so yeah, this is one more time. And I'm gonna say one more time. And then anybody can get their you want somebody to sing, Michelle? If you want them to sing.
I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear.
All right. After we just somebody gonna have to sing a note. Then where you running to? Okay, you running out the room. Got to end church properly, right? The 18th annual Put the Guns Down event in the city of Richmond, California. A free event, free food, an IC truck. I'm gonna come just for the IC. Okay.
You got money balls.
You
We give
always
the
a kid,
babies
y'all
money
was a kid, y'all
balls.
was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be cutting in front of the kids though.
Yes.
Okay. Saturday, September 5th, 1 to 4 p.m., 4th Street Park in Richmond, between 4th and 6th on McDonald, that main thoroughfare. All right, music, entertainment, raffles for new bicycles, fresh produce, free books, a treasure hunt, and jumpers for the kids.
And money balls, and it's put on by Danville Congregational Church (UCC) and Visions of Hope Outreach, which is myself, and also I don't want to leave out that we're gonna have an active shooter drill. And the babies think it's a game, but what I'm actually teaching them is how to dodge bullets. So we do that about 3 or 4 times. And I mean, they just smile and they have no idea that I'm teaching them how to stay out of the way of bullets.
That's the first thing I heard that hurt me today. Is you got to have an active shooter drill.
I do it every year.
I know.
I do it every year.
I'm glad you put that in because I wouldn't do it. But I understand why you're doing it.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Who we got? Who gonna lead now? Who gonna I ain't the singer now.
So usually at the end there is a closing, and Dr. Marshall often refers that to me to hear a last word. But I think the last words should definitely come from you all. And if you have some musical notes underneath those words,
okay. Well, God put this on my heart. I wrote this song. I'm also a writer. And God, I gave you this song a long time ago. And the song was, even though, while I was struggling in different areas of my life, I'm glad that I found God, not when I had arrived, but on the journey. And it's called, I'm Glad I Didn't Wait.
I like the title.
Time waits for no one, and time didn't wait for me. I didn't trust a soul, Lord, and I had no faith in me. Surrounded by the people who said I'd never, ever be. Oh, I'm glad I didn't wait to see what Jesus had for me. I party in the clubs, y'all. I'm no angel, you'll agree. But I found my way to Jesus to see what he had for me. With all my imperfections and my mistakes surrounding me. Oh, I'm glad I didn't wait to see what Jesus had for me.
All right. All right. I'm glad I was on mute. All right, girl. I heard all of that.
Thank you.
I'm not too much of a talker, but thank you for the opportunity to you all. Those of you that have ever been through anything in life, I just want to say to you that you're not just a survivor, you're a conqueror. You're an overcomer.
All right.
So I'm gonna leave you with that. Now I'm gonna sing this song. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks To the Holy One, give thanks, for he has given Jesus Christ, his son. Oh, give thanks. With a grateful heart, give thanks. To the Holy One, give thanks, for he has given Jesus Christ, his son. Oh, and now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. Oh, give thanks.
Amen. We done had church up in here. KMEL, the new gospel station.
Thank you.
Can't do nothing about the spirit when the spirit hits. It
It's
ain't-
just,
deny.
come on.
you know, it happens at the club all the time.
Yes,
They'll
it
be like,
does.
well, class supposed to be over 9 o'clock, but see, you know, when the preacher gets preaching and the choir goes singing, ain't no time on it,
Let
right?
him have his way, huh?
So the spirit got to play out before everybody said, okay, we'll go home and see you next week. This has been wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank all of you
Yes.
for the work that you're doing. Lady Eve, you want to
And the work that you will be blessed to continue to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Katana. And thank you, Romy. And thank you, Quincy, for being,
Absolutely.
for having my back so that I can be successful in my endeavors. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
the line?
Continue.
Let me use this line. We use it at the club. We're not all related, but we're all family.
Amen. And you ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here.
You use that one too. We use that one too.
All right, street soldiers, good night. Get out to the event. Put the guns down.
Put the guns down.
September 5th in
2026.
Richmond, in California, at 4th Street Park. It's going to be Christmas.
Yes, it is.
In
September.